Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome to Ride Along Live for today. It's Monday. Monday on the ride. Yeah, man. Monday vibe. Ride Along Live. I know a lot of you was possibly thinking that I won't be able to do the show today because I won't be able to speak after a marathon long 7-8 hours non-stop talking. Lord have mercy. Listen, I ain't talking like that again ever in my life. That one was for the Guinness Book of World Record. We were able to cover the Calypso, behind the scenes of Calypso semi-finals yesterday, and it was great. I got a chance to interview everybody backstage and bring some information out to you guys as well. And I thank everyone who joined us over that period of time as we try to give you guys some information and entertainment. Spice Chick, good night to you, my friend. How are you? Nice. So right now, guys, we are in lovely Grenada, and this is Amazing Colors Mass Camp. Well, we are we're ready for Monday Night Mass, and as you can see, mannequin, colors, glow stick, everything set. It's all set and ready to go, right? Set and ready to go. Yeah, man. So we're going to have a discussion today about the recently concluded Kaiso semifinals, Groovy semifinals, Soca semifinals, and Calypso semifinals that was held yesterday. There were a lot of talk about who made it and who is in finals, but there's also a lot more talk about who did not make it into this final. So to join me to have this discussion, I guess she needs absolutely no introduction. She is family to the ride. She's been here a whole lot. She's one of the individual who I would say she deserves like a ride along passport. Janis, how are you, my friend?
Hi, I'm good. I'm good. These days, you don't even give me a chance so I can fix my face. You just call and say I need you, and I guess I guess we're rolling. It's summer. It's summer in Brooklyn. It's hot.
Yeah. Well, let me tell you, I'm in Grenada, and I know where the heat coming from. The heat coming from right here. It is teeming in Grenada. It's very hot. But what do you expect? But I'm
It's
happy.
carnival.
I'm right at the beach, and I'm getting the cool air from the Carnage. So I'm in a great place. All right.
Yeah.
So welcome. Also joining us is the man himself, Hercules. He is a singer. He does so much stuff. He's an electrician by trade, but a consumer, a participant of music. He's everything. He's a little bit of everything. Hercules, my friend, how you doing? Welcome to the ride.
I'm here to find, man. I'm like the Caribbean weather, a few scattered showers, you know.
He's also a comedian.
Yes, that he is.
Yes. So Hercules is all of the above. Yes, guys. So listen, I really want to have this discussion because there's a lot of talk out there about the recently concluded Calypso, Groovy, and Soca semifinals that we saw in Grenada. So let's start with the first one that we had, and let's start with Janis. Janis, what's your thoughts on the Groovy girl? You got a chance to see it. Hopefully, you did. What's your
Um,
thoughts? What's your
yes,
takeaway?
I spent hours looking at the Groovy. Um, Junior, if you know any, well, you know me, so you know I'm a carnival baby, and I was proud to see the product of that is Groovy. Knowing where Groovy started in Fantasia 2001
Yeah.
as a product of the Calypso Association.
Yes.
So Groovy belongs to the Calypso Association. It's a show that started in Fantasia 2001, with very few people in the audience. You still find the groovy people in front of the stage come carnival time. They're still there. That crew is still there, loyally in front of the stage. And there was also another competition back then. It was the Toka Kaiso,
Soca Kaiso. Yeah. Yeah.
another product that started down there at Fantasia.
Yes.
So because back then the consumption was not as international as it is now.
Right.
So the crowd were the people that knew and loved it and found their way to Fantasia, and then it grew. Groovy was struggling for a long time until it
Yes.
was partnered with Soca. So to see Groovy now, in fact, people are now saying in 2023 we probably should put Soca first and end the night with Groovy, because Groovy has kind of become the bombshell
Yes.
of the evening, at least in 2023. So I mean, looking at Groovy this year and knowing where Groovy started, where it came from, I am proud of the people who've made the contribution to Groovy, to start Groovy. I'm happy that the young ones took it and ran with it. I mean, literally, when you look at the keenness of the competition that is Groovy in 2023, I
Mm-hmm.
am absolutely proud.
Yeah. 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 Definitely. Definitely. Hercules, what's your take on the Groovy semifinals?
Well, as Janice said, he had come a very long way. Groovy semifinals, I had my ups and downs. You know,
Mm-hmm.
the thing about it right about now, it's you gotta. I mean, it's more marketable than now. We have more artists. We have, you know, good song system. We have better stage. And stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But in my view, I think a lot of the groovy songs, not all, but some of
Mm-hmm.
them, because some of as we go through, this is trials and errors, and as artists go through, they will learn.
Mm-hmm.
Should be a little more melodious. You know what I mean? You know, but
Right.
overall, it's
Yeah.
good for Grenada. It's good for our country in terms of carnival, and it brings out a lot of people. Now, I mean, the shows now is like everything is on a high, and this is what we want to see. You know, you have years when people ain't coming out and blah blah blah, but now, I mean, the product is great. We have a lot of young people, new artists taking part. Everybody trying, everybody's jumping in the ring, and that's what we need, because what you find now, I mean, the Ajamos and the this and that, everybody getting older, and we need some young blood, and we seeing a great percentage of young bloods coming into the ring in every category, and that's what we need to build.
Right, right, right. Well, guys, what we saw this year in particular, and a lot of people would agree that it seems as if Groovy semifinals Now, based on knowing where Groovy came from, Janis, is it that by that being the fact now, and it has been growing, Groovy have been growing so quickly, does that mean that Kaiso or Power Soca, not Kaiso, Power Soca is on its last leg? Because what we see what happened in Trinidad, we see what happened in Barbados. Could that mean a demise of Soca in probably in a few years in Grenada?
Absolutely not. Junior, have you seen Golden's Juve in July? Have you seen videos or pictures from that? I mean,
yeah, no, but what I'm saying from a competition perspective, because if you look at the trend of the soca, right? Look what happened in Trinidad. They didn't have, first of all, there was power soca, and that trickled down, that boiled down to just groovy. When voice and came into the mix, they do away with competition power soca, right? And then all of a sudden there was no power soca anymore. And this year there was no competition whatsoever. Barbados decided that they're not going to do it. And we're seeing a similar trend because Groovy picking up and soca look as if it's dying. Could that mean that it would take a similar trend in the other islands as well, as did in Barbados and as did in Trinidad?
I don't think that is going to be our story. I just think, Junior, ever so often, like if you follow the trend, you notice that the music go in and out. It goes in and out. Groovy has gotten an insurgence in 2023. I think it's because we're coming. I think it's still because we're coming out of that COVID, and I mean, look at the songs that are trending. Greater confidence. It's a lot of morale building. It's a lot of pick me uppers. It's a lot of music that people need in their soul right now. So the Groovy is playing its part in healing and uniting and keeping the community together. But when it comes to Junior, when we go in our fest, when we go in River Fest and we go in thing, we ain't want to hear no Groovy, Junior. Yeah. I mean, Power Soca is safe. Power is safe. Power. Well, on the night of the conversation we're having now will become null and void on the night of competition, when you'll see the resurgence of energy into Power Soca. But I think right now Groovy is just on a high this year. I hope it continues to grow, but Power is not going anywhere. Not in Grenada.
Right.
We have too much energy from that sun and that rum and thing down there, Junior. Too much energy.
My take.
Yeah. What's your take, Hercules?
My take is that I personally have a personal thing with me and Grenada. And sometimes with radio personnel and artists and stuff like that. I personally do not want Grenada to be following no Trinidad and no Barbados and nothing like that. I want we have we own thing. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Because sometimes once one island says something, which Trinidad is a big dog, once they say something, everybody will say, well, we should do that. I think we should do that. We should. The same thing is like with Calypso.
Right.
Just because Trinidad do one song, everybody feel they should do one song. You don't know why Trinidad did one song. You understand? Trinidad have from 15, 20 artists on the night. We only are 9 or 10. We should not follow. I have a problem with we every time we go to do something, we following what Trinidad do. We have our own thing. It's just like how Jab Jab is we thing. And everybody following Jab Jab, everybody taking we beat, everybody using it. If we never stick to that, then we never be identified. You understand? And the same goes to every genre of music. Reggae, the Jamaicans stick to the reggae no matter what. And this is how reggae goes to Europe and all over the place. And we had to stick with our thing. We had to stick with we keep playing with soca. We stick with Kaiso. We 2 songs on a competition night, and we go down the same way with we Jab Jab and everything. We are unique in our way, in our own way. And when you have a product, this is when a lot of people, tourists, will come to your island to figure out what this is all about. You understand?
Uniqueness.
If we follow Trinidad, then they sit in Trinidad already. They ain't come to I sit in Trinidad already. I sit in Barbados. So we have to have our own unique style, we own property, we marketing our own stuff in order to be Grenada, Mass, Grenada Carnival, Grenada, whatever you want to call it. Grenada, Nutmeg and Cocoa, we stay in so.
Right. Yeah. No. Valid point. And the backdrop of that question is from a conversation I had yesterday with Scholar. I don't know if you guys watched the interview, but he was basically saying at the tail end of the interview that in a few years he don't see that Calypso, not Calypso. You don't see power soca. Doesn't mean that power soca wouldn't exist, but I'm talking about the competition, because artists come out and sing for that night, and after that night you don't see that song, most of the power songs, making it international. But the groovy could play anywhere, any year, anyhow.
But on
right?
that note,
In the competition,
Junior,
not necessarily it would be null and void, but what Scholar was saying was from a competition perspective.
Yeah. Well, Junior, one of the basis of the basics of music is that, and we all know that, is a common denominator. If the music is slower, then everybody hear what you have to say, and it's also melodious.
Yes.
You know, and you could check it from right now what's going on with the African music, with the reggae music, with the groovy music. Once it's slower, you have a better bounce.
Yeah.
You understand? But then, you know, we local people, we like we little jump up and bacchanal. So we have to have it too. But groovy, with everybody would understand groovy right through the world, right through any country, because it is slower. And every music that is slow and melodious, people understand.
Right.
Look at the African music. Some of the words you don't even know what they're saying.
Yeah.
But the beat and the melody keep people jumping. You know what I mean?
True.
So
Guys,
we're
broadcasting live from the Amazing Colors studio. We're having a discussion about the Groovy, the Soca, and the Kaiso semi-final. Just recently concluded here in Grenada. It was massive. I think it was a big success. A lot of people, that paid attention to it, really applaud the Groovy artists. They believe the Groovy and the Calypso and the Kaiso artists. They gave a massive account of themselves. So we're talking about it collectively. We're speaking about right now. We're speaking about the Calypso, the Groovy. So let's dive into the folks who made it into the semifinals now. Janis, what were your expectations going in? Because a lot of people for the Groovy, a lot of people who had difference of opinion. Were you satisfied with the judges' results?
With the Groovy, yes.
Groovy.
I was a lot of names that were left out of that did not get out of the semifinals. It's not because they weren't good. It's not because they weren't amazing. It's because there were only a certain amount that could get into the finals.
Yeah.
And that is one of the things that crossed my mind last night while I was looking at the Calypso finals. And I thought to myself, just getting off topic here a little bit, I thought to myself, it would be nice if Calypso was one song. So instead of we had 20 Calypsonians last night. Right. Instead of doing 40 songs, we could have accommodated, 20 Calypsonians, 40 songs. We could have accommodated a lot more of the young, talented people who had good enough music, but because of the space factor.
Yeah.
So, that is something I hope to see one of these days. One song, more entrance into the Calypso arena on the night. Imagine you have a Dimash with one bad song, and you have 50. Well, Trinidad has 15, so you have 20. You have 20 Calypsonians performing instead of the barely 9, 10. Sometimes it gets to 11, 12.
Yeah.
But there are so many Calypsonians coming out of the tent, coming out of the semifinals with good music, that I hope that is something that we can see. But getting back to the groove, I think it was an event where there was a lot of good selections, great performances, but with the limited amount of spaces available, it was what, nine spaces?
Yeah,
nine spaces available, or 10.
9, 10.
So, I mean, you could only accommodate so much. I wish we could accommodate more on the night of it, make it a grander show, make it a bigger show. But I mean, logistically, financially, I'm not sure how that's gonna work out. But
I guess
that
they're
is,
looking at logistically and financially in particular.
yeah, logistically and financially.
We had the names of the finalists going into the groove, right? So we have Dash, Chandela Made, we have Shem Bernard, Terra, the governor, Lil Jello. We have Superfly and Flynn from Carriacou. Rooney J is also going into the finals. Valin going into the finals. Black Adan, that's in the groovy. Looney Spark and Electrify, Boise, Mr. Wacky, and Mr. Golden. And these are the names that would be going up against the young man from St. Mark. His name just eluded me.
Crave,
Yeah.
who is a lyricist. And Crave definitely have something to prove this year, because Crave saying that, over for the whole year, the pressure that's been on him, everybody's saying, well, you won the groovy, yes, but Dash wasn't there, but Boise wasn't there. So he have something to prove this year, because he really have to compete and he wants to beat those guys. So you have something to prove. So those guys who's into the finals, Hercules, your take on these names and who you think was omitted that you think should be added to that list?
Well, boy, I tell you something. This competition this year, let me start by saying, the competitions are very tough, and it's tough because a lot of the artists, as we said, that was out, they're in, and then we have a lot of new artists that is very hungry. You know what I mean? And then the third part of it is the price factor. You understand? So you have a lot of people inside. But I think, as I said, I think most of the guys, they give their all, because they know what's on the line. And I don't know. Some guys you could hear they definitely, I can't remember the names, but you could hear they definitely have nothing else to say after 2 verses or after a verse. I can't remember the exact name. So, but again, it depends on, it's just like Soca and Calypso and stuff like that. On that night, on that special night, delivery is key. Is who could deliver better. And with this competition in Grenada this year, you understand? You can't afford to falter, because everybody hungry. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And everybody want to make it. It's a nice thing to walk around town and everybody saying, hey, Junior, well, I see you make it, boy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And they like that kind of props. Calypsonian like that kind of props after your name is up there. Yeah. But as Janis was saying, just to, reiterate that, I see that too. If they could, put more artists, that would be nice. Instead of 9, you lift it up to 15, 18, 20, whatever. It could be a massive night.
For the finals.
Yeah, for the finals, because
I know Spice Mass sitting there right now and biting their fingernail, because they're saying, whoa, that means an extra $300,000 have to be added to prize monies.
Yeah, well, listen, if it had to happen, you see, this is what makes it interesting, Junior, as I said this year. The interest of these artists, a lot of these young guys are singing. They was there. They're around every year, but they have no interest, because when they look around, sometimes it's the same artist winning, it's the same person coming second, and the prize money now give them the urge to come out. You know what I'm saying? I have to be in this thing. I have talent too. I could sing. Right. And then a lot of people in there, here this thing does go nice. Because let me say you're from Las Vegas, right? Everybody know you have talent. Everybody know you could sing, but you're not taking part. Right. With this prize money that was injected this year, all cat and dog come out. With that now, that one little artist, bring no 200 people from his little corner in Las Vegas, and in, you know what I mean?
Right.
He ain't no big name, but he bring not people.
Watch now. I have people from Brooklyn that had no intention from Latantins and Davids that had no intention of going home for carnival.
Yeah.
But Romulus the farmer is brick. Yo, you all know on. I have a crew here. They're right outside. We were just talking before we started this program. And they're like, we go. There's no way. I don't care how much I have to pay to get to Grenada. There's no way I could not go home and support Romulus because all of us from Latam Junction, this is the kind of injection. If you bring more people into the competition, Junior, imagine how many friends they have that would come just for them.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
And listen, this is one of the years when the people who did not make it into the semifinals of Groovy, who did not make it into the finals of Groovy from the semifinals, y'all don't feel bad.
Yeah, they're proud.
Don't
feel
bad.
True.
This year, the standard of Groovy, you're not in the competition. You're not into the finals of the competition, not because you didn't have good material. You're not in the competition because there were 9 spaces available.
Yeah, and the standard was so high.
And the standard was so high. And that is the God honest truth.
Yep. That's true. That's true.
Yeah. Yeah. No,
and then again, Junior, what you have to check on, and when you tell you something is happening properly, is that you could hardly find places to stay.
Yeah.
You know, and I talking about hotels book up early. You understand what I'm saying? So you know exactly what kind of bumper year you're going to be having. You have people still struggling, looking for flight and all kind of thing now. You know what I mean?
I understand that Carriacou are coming down by the boatloads. For Super Flying Flint, for Golden, for Superstar.
In Kaiso.
Sorry, my bad. My hand just touched something. But I understand that Carriacou is planning to bring down a few boatloads.
True.
For their queen, because Carriacou is well represented in all aspects this year. The queen is going to have a crowd following her. Golden, they're coming down especially for Golden. They're coming down especially for Super Flying Flint. And I mean, look at Flint's performance. Flint was controlled. Flint was energetic. Flint came to make a statement and he made it. And I mean,
he was good. He was good.
He was. So I mean, and then we have Superstar in Calypso, and is she in Groove also?
No. She's only in Calypso.
Only in Calypso this year.
Only Calypso.
But superstars are veteran. Superstars go from night to night, every competition and hit hard. You know, so with that amount of support coming in from all directions, I think we're doing something good. The talent that we just have to harness some of the talent and some of the newcomers coming out of this competition, and not so newcomers. I am thoroughly impressed with Top Cat as a Calypsonian.
Right. He was in all the competitions, by the way.
They are in all of the competitions. I am particularly impressed with Young Legend. KJ's son.
Yes.
I mean, I have seen Young Legend perform because they performed with my Calypso 10, the Breakaway Calypso 10, prior to 2018 when I came up here. But he was little then. I mean, he was really little then.
I remember when you were small.
So looking at Young Legend and discovering IMG.
IMG. He surprised me.
Yeah, of course.
But hold on, before we get into Calypso, I want to talk about the noticeably absent in Groovy. Mandela Lynx didn't make it. Mandela Lynx he came in with that experience of going through Trinidad and so much other performances. He toured the world with Tombstone. He didn't make it. Alma Boy didn't make it. Again, and you said, and rightfully so, they didn't make it not because it wasn't good, because I think they was so freaking
Alma
good.
Boy was amazing.
Yeah, they was
There were
so
only 9 slots.
amazing. Yes. The fact that they didn't make it is not that the performance, the song was not top of top. It was. It's just that the standard was so flipping high. It was so high that the space was just they didn't have enough space to
Junior,
yeah.
in the kind of competition that's passing in Grenada right now. You know, a Calypsonian, a Groovy, whatever category you in, you have to get yourself super sharp.
Yeah.
Especially this competitions are passing there. That means you could get edged out for any little, you know what I'm saying? If you're not on the note, if you're not phrasing properly, you could get edged out. You know what I'm saying? So you have a Calypsonian. You have a Calypsonian. You have to be on your P's and Q's. You know what I'm saying? I remember I sing in competition already, and I made a mistake and I make a line one time. You have to be clever like that, just in case. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Your brain got to be clicking just in case. Yes, at this competition, you know, as you are saying, because there is so much good guys and there is so much good songs that you have to be on your P's and Q's in this competition. You have to hit everything right. Your phrasing, your notes,
perfect.
You know, your highs and your lows. You gotta be in pinker form.
Because
one little thing could edge you out.
Janis?
No, for real. And had it not been for a numbers factor, Miney would have been in the competition.
Yeah.
Alma Boy would have been in the competition. Hits would have been in the competition. And the list goes.
Soca. Which one Hits is in? Hits is in one, you know. Hold on.
Soca. Soca Mona.
Okay.
I'm talking about the Groovy.
Yeah.
So there are a lot of people who's not in the competition, not because they didn't have good material. It's solely because there were only a limited amount of spaces.
Yep.
And this is commendable to the quality of material that they're bringing forth, and it's commendable to how seriously the younger folks are taking their craft.
Yep.
Yeah. Let's look at this. So we and Specky was in the Soca. We'll talk about that later. Let's talk about what is happening on social media, which is, I think, is good. That competitive nature between Dash and Boise, they throwing words at each other, they picking in, and this is great. I love that. What do you guys think? What do you think, guys?
Well, this is what you call Kaiso and competition.
Yeah.
And bacchanal. You know what I'm saying? And you like that kind of camaraderie. This is part of it. This is part of the thing. And they're very good friends. Ain't nothing wrong. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And this is part of it. You know what I'm saying? They're just telling them, man, well, hey, listen what happened to you. Me and you good friends, you know, but tonight I'm beating you. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing wrong, but that's part of it. That's part of the love way. You know what I mean?
For real. I mean, I have seen those guys for years working together, just being a part, building each other is what they do.
Yes.
The fans out there are more competitive in terms of, I think the fans are the ones who ignite the competition.
Yes.
Yep.
And that's what we didn't have last year, you know. That did not exist last year, and that was part of the problem. The fact was that there was that kind of competition where you had that Dash element or that Boise element or that that kind of competitive edge. It was missing that, and every competition needs to have that.
Yep.
And that just goes to show, with that type of edginess and competitiveness, it could only mean that the fans who are igniting and participating in the bacchanal, as they call it, will come out, because it's a lot at stake. Everybody wants bragging rights.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And I think it's good. The bacchanal is good. The bacchanal is
very
great.
good. Nice bacchanal. This is nice bacchanal. Nice bacchanal.
We love it. Absolutely love it. I mean, look at the war that happened between St. David's and St. Patrick over the last couple of years. And in 2023, Natty and Thunder decided to opt out of competition, and they didn't skip a beat. Not one beat skipped. They just went straight for Dash.
Yes.
Yes.
You know? So, I mean,
great.
Show you the camaraderie is still there, you know, and that's the beauty
still there.
And all that is the beauty of bringing out people, because they want the bacchanal. They want to be there in person on the night. They don't want to stay home and listen to it on the radio. They want to be in person. And these are the things that fills the venues, and people come hype and they're ready and all them kind of things there. It's a nice thing, nice feeling, very nice feeling.
Absolutely. Guys, you two could chime in on the conversation. We're talking about Groovy, Calypso, and Soca. I know you guys want to talk about Shonda, and I know you guys, some people say that they're very disappointed with the fact that Shonda wasn't there, what really happened. But right after Shonda finished she spoke, after she performed, she spoke to us, and she told us a couple things that happened there. I guess you guys clearly saw it, but we're going to talk about that in a short. So let's go into Soca now, guys. Soca, Lord have his mercy. As I said, I think Groovy was a show, but Soca did not disappoint. Soca, the artist, came there with a vengeance, right? And just like with the Groovy, there was still limited spots. Like everybody was looking for Specky, and everybody saying Specky would have made it because Specky know how to compete, Specky know how to win, Specky know what the judge is looking for. But Specky did not make it, and a host of others didn't make it. What's your view on the power Soca Monarch, Janis?
I will tell you what I had a conversation with Randy a few months ago, and I said to Randy, I said, right now, the people who are in these venues, it don't matter what you say,
right?
They're standing up and watch you like, why the old man ain't go home?
Yeah.
The age group that's in there. You see, when Specky in another venue, when Specky in a big people party, Specky will mash up. Specky will mash up the stadium too.
Yeah.
But Specky's audience is me and you, Junior, and Hercules.
Right.
That is Specky's audience. The problem is we could only jump for one song. After that, we tired.
But that's true. I think Specky has some young support.
No. Let me tell you, man. Uncle Relevant. Uncle has support. But when that crowd come out, they come in for Dash, they come in for Boise, they come in for Was. The children Aces. They come in for Terra. The children, well, I could call them children now as a big woman. Yeah. The children that are coming to these venues, Soca Monarch night and semi-final night with their bag on, you won't find me in the middle of that bag on. So Specky, half in Specky core audience gone because we ain't
quarter.
How much?
True.
We ain't lighting no bag on. So Specky crowd has dwindled when the bag on come out. We ain't breaking brands, Junior. You going and break people tree to come and jump
but look at Talpree. Look at Talpree's performance. Talpree performance was crazy. Talpree performance was out of this world.
Yes.
I don't know, his audience, whoever they are, however he got all these people to go up in Granitang and cut down the half of Granitang and bring it down to the state.
And here's why. Here is why. We are unruly when we in the fet. We're defiant when we in fet. So break a branch, pick up something, run with it. That's how we fet. That's how we party.
Right.
So it's not that we're not doing it. But again, the core audience that Uncle is looking for. After one jump, we tired, and we ain't going and waste we ain't taking we money and buy big on. We have plans for we money. You think I could go and buy 12 a case of bop to go in fet?
Yeah,
that's true. And I have bills to pay.
I see Hercules trying to get this camera. Hercules, you have to flip your camera. You have to press that button to flip it because I think your camera is showing the ground. Your camera showing the ground. Yeah, you're right. I think Specky again. Okay. We're in the mass campus, so guys, people passing and things. Don't mind that. Wow. You want something over there? Okay. All right. Yeah. Specky co-audience, I think, came for him and they came and they supported him. But I was surprised after Tallpree's performance in the Soca.
Why?
I don't know. Probably because I haven't seen Tallpree in Soca competition in a while. Hercules, press that
button to flip your camera to you. It's trees and branches. We're defiant. We're rebellious. We are jab. So when you tell a jab pick up something and run with it, they're gonna pick up the chair. They're gonna pick up your child and in the stroller and run with it.
Yeah.
It's who we are. It's how we party. So I'm not surprised at all that Tallpree is getting that mileage from.
I hope we've seen you now.
What? You gonna again? Are you fall?
Well, I don't know. I don't understand what happened to Hercules. Hercules' camera went flip and Hercules flip it back to him. Hercules. Again, guys, we're giving you the opportunity to chime in live. If you want to call in, you could call in 718-701-5720. We're talking about the Soca, Groovy, and Calypso finals and making it into the Soca finals. Let me give you the rundown. For Soca, we have Dash, Rubulus, Tallpree, Muddy, Shamak, Lil Jello, Squeezehead, Looney Spark, and Electrify, Boise, Mr. Wacky, and Hits. Those are the names making it into the Power Soca Monarch finals. And we're still looking at Hercules' video.
And Junior.
As he tried to.
Junior. Another example of our rebelliousness. Bar him. Hold him.
Yeah.
You understand? That's the big on crew. That's the trees. Yeah. That's the trees crew, the branches crew. It's the same crew. Because that is their narrative. That is how they do it.
Yeah. No, let me ask you this, right? Because people are talking in Grenada on the ground, because I'm here right now. A lot of people talking about Boise and Dash. In both competition, the most names that you hear called as the top acts are Boise and the Dash, right? Dash is, for a lot of years, has been known for his groovy, for his groove tune. But funny enough, a lot of people are saying that Dash could possibly also grab the power. Do you think Dash has what it takes, based on what you see in the semifinals, to cap both titles?
Dash can win both titles. Boise could win both titles. It's that simple.
Yeah.
Both of these guys have quality songs in both competitions. Quality material in both competitions. It can be equally divided, or both of them can win. Any one of them can win both of the competitions.
Yeah, you're right. We have a caller on the line. Let's see if we could get this caller back up. Got on the caller, you live. Where are you calling us from? Hello. All right, caller, are you hearing me? Caller, go right ahead. All right, hold on. Let me try this.
Okay.
All right, caller, oh, hey, caller, go right ahead. Hercules, you have to try to flip the camera. Yeah, go ahead, caller. Yeah. Raymond Matthew the Beast, the veteran in this thing here, man. Go ahead, Beast.
Is Robulus?
Yeah, Robulus.
And I just want to let you know that this guy has, he's a newcomer, but he has done something tremendous. He has dealt with a matter that not even the police could handle.
Yeah.
We tried.
Yeah.
Velocity.
Yes.
And it's a matter that all of us are acquainted with.
Yes.
Fellas going in your land and thief and stuff. So I think he did a wonderful, he's doing a wonderful job. He came from outside the scope and he just brought it to the fore with something that we could acquaint ourselves with. Whatever generation you belong to, you could acquaint with that situation. And it's a total different soca to what Alpi would have done with trees and stuff. I understand that is what you say. That's the way we party now and fet and stuff, but there are certain things that are wrong. I am longing for the day that we could sing songs that uplift the country and not mash up the country. At the end of the day, we are destroying all the forestations or plantations, and but as Janis said, that's part of us.
Mm-hmm.
But we need to get onto this kind of songs that, and I want to take hats off to Robulus. On the other hand, let me tell you, I'm a police officer.
Mm-hmm.
And I will tell you I'm very biased.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to make it clear.
Right.
When it comes to Squala and Dash, I am biased.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Another thing we tend to accept and I do it on behalf as a police officer
Mm-hmm.
is the lighting of these beacons in fete.
Mm-hmm.
Junior, we need to educate our people that this thing could explode.
Mm-hmm.
And God forbid that we go into a fete and one of these beacon things get lit and explode in a party.
Mm-hmm.
And with all the ladies with the synthetic hairs and braids and stuff, you know what will happen. Let us educate our people. This generation think, this new generation think, okay, they have all the hype and they could fet and stuff. We could fet without bacon.
Right.
We could fet without bacon. This thing would explode, and when he explode, the fire brigade and nobody might be there in time to save a life.
Right.
Let's have carnival with more sense. That's all I have to say on this matter. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Thank you so much, Beast. So Janis, that was Beast saying a lot about the big guns that is so popular and is allowed to participate as a normal thing. He said that as a police officer, you have to at least let people know that it's dangerous because it could explode and literally kill people. So he wanted people to know that. But nevertheless, it happens, and the police let it happen. The feds let it happen. It's like when a big artist come and says all you seen is big gun. In fact, J-Lo came and performed with 2 big gun can, and it's fire and flame. Lord. And at one point, I'm like, wow. What if something gets in the midst of that fire?
Yeah, Junior.
Yeah. So yeah, that was Beast's contribution, guys, as it relates to the performances and the use of big gun.
I wanted to ask. I wanted to ask him. I mean, I didn't get a chance to ask him about in terms of the security for Carnival, because they keep talking about violence, and keep down the violence. If the police take extra activities in terms of trying to make minimize anything that should happen.
Yeah.
I mean, there's always added security around carnival time. There's stop and search points. The RGPF, I think, always do an amazing job in terms of preventative. But when some people come out to do what they need to do, nothing could stop them. They will go early to a venue and hide a cutlass if they need to. It's how some people function. But generally, the police is very.
Let's not give them ideas because.
Come on, Junior, we've seen it happen.
Yeah.
But these are things that, I mean, there's usually people patrolling, officers patrolling the perimeters of the venues. There's stop and search. The RGPF is always doing an amazing job in terms of preventative.
Yeah, but I think for most part, for a couple of years, well, I don't recall any, bad experience.
We haven't had that violence in our carnival. I think alcohol drink tempers flare, and there'll be the little scuffle here and there. But in general, I think when our people go out to party, we go out to party. We go out. Yeah. I mean, say what you want. They're gonna roll in. They're gonna roll in mud. They're gonna do what they need to do, but they're not there to fight. I mean,
and basically, one thing is we need that community people get involved. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if you're doing something, somebody go say, "Boy, what are you doing, there, boy? You crazy or what? What are you doing?" Everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, nobody wants you to come and mash up prefect, because if you mash up prefect, that means all of us have to go home.
Yeah.
By and large, it's a safe environment to fit in. Let's go into Calypso, guys. Because yesterday was the Calypso semifinals, and one of the big songs, an artist that have two of the big songs, first round and second round, did not make it. And all through social media today, they was talking about it. I'm talking about Shanda Charles from Carriacou. She had the first song called Normal C. And that song is a Facebook online sensation. Everybody been sharing it on platforms. And the second song is Deliver, right? But during the was it the song Deliver or Normal C? It seemed like Nashanda
Normalcy, I think.
It was Return to Normalcy.
Normalcy.
Okay, wait, Return to Normalcy. In that particular song, is either she got distracted, but she missed a line, right? But I was thinking that the performance was so strong, and both songs is so lyrical, and her rendition, everything is so much on point that probably would have covered. But obviously the judges didn't see it like that. What's your thoughts on the general performance from the artist in Kaiso and Nashanda being omitted from the
finals? I basically, when I see that happen, the first thought that went to my head, I say, I don't think she wouldn't make the final because of that. That's the first thought that went to my head. You understand? But then, as a composition guy myself, these things can edge you out just in case because of the competition is so steep. Yeah. You see? Because what's going to happen is that if a Calypsonian went down, if he did his 3 verses and chorus, and he went down perfect, and I miss out my line, controversy start. You know what I'm saying? They go say, well, yeah, I do my thing straight, and she miss out her line, and they still put her in, and the bacchanal start there again. So it have 2 points to it. That's all I see. That basically, I mean, as you said, her lyrics were so strong that I personally think that couldn't stop her from going to the final. But as we said again, that the competition is so tight. You know, I mean, everybody fighting to reach that plateau. So even though a guy had a weak song and a 1 week song and he did his own perfect, the judges might look at that differently. Like he did his thing, you know.
Empress Grant said, Junior, the young guy in the Soca semis forget an entire verse. Now, Soca and Kaiso is 2 different things. It is, I've seen Soca artists forget a whole broadside of line, and when they forget it, they stop and they say, low me.
Exactly.
love me, right? And they come and they think and they talk and they say, everybody move down so.
Yeah.
And about it, you know. And when I want a little to move up so, but in Kaiso you can't do that. Where you ever see
Because-
they say low in Kaiso, you have to just know. If you make one little slip up, one little piece of mess up, that is doomsday for you, especially when you have so much high caliber of performance.
You see, Junior.
And that's my problem with this. That's my problem with this. You cannot judge perfection. You're not judging perfection. You're judging lyrics, melody, rendition, originality, and presentation. Shanda's presentation, she was dressed for the part. She acted the part. She behaved like a complete vagrant.
She did. She played the part.
She acted the part. So for presentation, she's supposed to get full points. Lyrically, she was strong, so she's supposed to get a lot of points. Right? Rendition, even if you took out 5 points or 3 points for rendition, how did she not make it to the competition?
Right.
Unless somebody beat her by half a point or 1 point, how did she not make it into the competition?
And you're right. And Hercules is right as well. I think the answer to that is the competition being so tight, Janis. Probably it's a 0.5 of a point separating her from the next person.
But Junior, there were people there that come on with their 2 long hands, so they ain't getting nothing for presentation. Right. So where she lost that point or 2, she should have made it back in dressing the part, behaving like a complete lunatic while she's performing her song.
Right.
Presentation is 10 points. So she messed up so bad that she lost more than 10 points in one category, that whatever she had for presentation, all of it just went out the window. Come on.
Yeah, I know.
Come on.
Yeah. I know.
That Valine got judged hard. I don't know why. Not Valine, sorry. Shanda got judged very hard. I did not see Valine. By the time I came on, Papa Jerry, which was number 3, was singing his second song. So I got to see the second song last night by the time my transaction went through and buying the stream. So I did not see Valine. I did not see Superstar. And I got Jerry at the second song. But let me tell you something. I believe that Shanda was judged hard, too hard, for the quality that she brought to the table.
Yep.
You can't judge perfection. Her song was almost done.
Yeah.
The story was told.
Yeah.
You know.
If they were paying attention, they would have understood this. You could understand the story. I understood the story.
Well, you know something always happens in competition. in Kaiso competition, something always happens that is look like unfair and all them kind of things. For example, there was one year, you remember one year, Valley Ned sing a song and she was disqualified when the guy from Trinidad wrote the song for her? Yeah, you see? And I listened to this guy. What is his IMG, AMG, something like that?
IMG.
IMG, right?
I am Glenda.
Yeah. And his song, part of his melody is a David Rudder song.
Sweet TNT.
Sweet TNT is my country.
Not that one. Not that one. That is Natasha Wilson.
That is Natasha Wilson.
His song is Trini to the Bone.
Right. And that the whole piece of melody there is Trini to the Bone. And the last time they has disqualified Valinet for that, you know, and they did nothing to that. So something I just say that to say that something always happens in competition that is either overlooked or somebody didn't check on it, something like that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. After I spoke to him backstage, IMG said that, well, the song was written by Scholar. IMG said, IMG said that he haven't heard, he never heard the song before. The TNT Tune It to the Bone song. And my response, it's true. Sometimes, or there's nothing
He
original under the
young.
sun.
He probably never. He's probably never heard that because he's
Yes,
very
that's
young.
true.
Yeah.
So I mean, how many people from his generation would know Rally around the West Indies? These songs have skipped that generation.
Of course. Mm-hmm.
They know I'm a Psycho.
Yeah.
If you think about it, they know Lava Man music, but they probably would have missed the Johnny King, the John Kings, the David Rudders. They would have probably missed all of that genre.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be surprised if he's never heard.
Trinity to the Bone.
Hercules?
Trinity to the Bone. Because
I wouldn't be surprised if he's never heard that.
Because remember something.
Who is the expert judge here? She said that one can use 2 lines in another melody that is allowed in competition.
2 lines.
Yeah.
8 bars, 6 or 8 bars.
In another melody, and that is allowed.
That is 6 or 8 bars, Junior.
I don't know if the judges, I don't know if that was recognized, because the first time in the Calypso tent I heard it, and when I did the commentary, like, that melody, like a whole string, like probably 16 bars of this was from that song, and it went down, and he made it into the semifinals. He made it into the finals. It's a nice song. He's a great performer. I like his music. His first song is strong. Second song is strong. But as you said, what the disqualification from Valley Ned, I don't know if it's something that was overlooked. I'm not sure, but I recognize that melody from Trinity to the Bone.
And I wish that is not so. I wish he's used just enough bars to get through. I mean, because he is, from what I've seen, I am impressed. I'm thoroughly impressed. So I hope he used just enough bars to make it legal, and I hope that's not going to turn out to be an issue. But I thought the quality of the competition was very, very good. Say what you want about Papa Jerry, he one-sided, whatever, but you don't have a choice. You have to sit down and listen to Jerry's song, because Jerry's songs are kicking. I could say kicking ass.
Jerry always fighting.
Right. Jerry's songs are creative.
Yeah.
Well delivered. The execution was impeccable.
Yeah.
So Papa Jerry did very, very well. I think if there was a ranking, a point standing given, Papa Jerry would have probably been one of my top 3 last night. Because say what you want about Jerry, when he come off stage, he comments and then whatever. But when he's on stage, Papa Jerry delivers. I mean, Rootsman Kelly.
He changed the orders of his song.
He changed the order of the songs.
He did that song "And Nothing Last" as the second song, and he did the other song, the whole place. The whole place. He did that first, and he said that it was convenient because he think that the whole play Die Nothing is a bigger track. But he also added a second verse. I mean, a fourth verse.
A fourth verse, yeah.
Bam! Was that a slam dunk?
Yeah. I think the fourth verse was good.
On the night of competition, he probably would need more than a fourth verse. But we will we will wait and see. But it's shaping up to be a very, very keen competition.
Mm. Well, after this Fort Voice, he need pecan.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's where the pecan come in now. You know?
Does Sour Suppan stand a chance? Scala is. It seems like Scala is just out for a vengeance, and it seems like Scala target is one of Scala target is Sour Suppan. I don't know what they have brewing. Well,
Sour
I
Suppan,
thought I know
Sour
because
Suppan call him man ugly.
it.
Come on,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, I know what it is because Scholar told us publicly. But it seems like it is Scholar is in it for a personal perspective to make sure that he defeats Sour Serpent in every single way, mash him up, dash him up, throw him away.
I am
Do you
not.
think Sour
I am
Serpent
not
have the
happy that
material?
Scholar is back. You know.
Yeah.
I am not happy that Scholar is back because Scholar said he was out of competition. This was going to be his final year last year.
People are say one for the road all the time. He's not.
Oh, so Scholar is Keith Mitchell then.
Yeah.
Scholar hate what he loves. Is that what you're saying?
But I had a feeling. I don't know, somewhere somehow, I had a feeling Scholar would have jumped back in the ring.
Why though?
I'd say number one, because of the money that passed in. Number two,
$75,000 in a Janis.
and the thing is that the thing is that
it was 50 for the longest while.
I thought his son was going to be in there.
His son is not in there this year.
You know, because at the last competition, the last final, he said, like, you let his son do the battle now. You know, you retire and his son is going to take over and blah, blah, blah.
Okay, so if Philandi feel he don't going into that Scholar go sing until what's Becky say? Retirement age is 65?
Yeah.
No, but Scholar said yesterday that his son, Philandi, for this year, he said he don't know what wrong with the boy. He say the boy just feel despondent and he just like, after the competition last year, you don't know if it's because, in the competition, people throw mud at you. In media, wherever, people throw mud at you. Some people can handle it, some people can't handle it. Probably his son just felt like, he just need to take a break, but he wasn't feeling competition this year, so he wasn't in competition.
Hey, the amount of things Scholar does say.
Yeah.
If they decide to beat Philandi for Scholar, Philandi taking blows until he's 60. But I mean, and coming in on Scholar's shoes are big shoes to fill.
Yeah.
And
he said so what's up on the Mickey come back.
Yeah.
That's what's up and say.
I expected Scholar to stay gone as how I expected Keith Mitchell to stay gone.
But here's what I think. I think that if you have to retire an artist, right? You have to retire an artist. You have to defeat the artist. But if the artist is performing, the artist is winning, why should he quit?
No. Nobody tried to retire Scholar. Scholar offered retirement.
Right.
Well, I basically think artists could sing until, because it's not a competitive sport. You're not running into anybody, so you can sing until you're ready to retire. It's up to you,
But he was ready to retire last year.
Yeah.
It's called like not a world to retire yet.
Maybe I expected Scholar to stay gone as how I expected Keith Mitchell to stay gone.
Maybe he's just tired after winning all this strong. He reach a point where he figure, let me give somebody else a chance. I might come back in the next 2 years or whatever it is. Right. But I didn't know he was coming back so soon.
Right. Yeah. Well, Scholar is back, and in all indication, he might be a tough wall to climb, because maybe, but these artists. Let me give you the finalists. These artists are coming and they're coming strong. Finalists: Super K, Papa Jerry, Rootsman Kelly, Randy Isaac, Big J, I Am G, Pecos, Valley Ned, Sour Serpent, Prince, and Superstar. They are eyeing this thing, Jed. They start to work already and put together a thing because they know that this is not no small money. This is not no small. They are big show for the finals. They come
I'm
in
thoroughly impressed with Pecos. Pecos delivered two beautiful, well-written, and he delivered well. In my mind, well, I didn't see Valine perform, but in my mind, Valine can do no wrong vocally.
Yeah, Valine is on a different level. Valine, and she does it so effortlessly.
So effortlessly. Valine can do no wrong vocally for me. Anything Valine sings, anything she touches turns to gold in my mind. So I'm not worried about Valine's delivery. I heard one of her songs. So if she has another song as good as the one she has, the one I heard, then she'll be a serious contender in the competition.
Yeah.
Superstar is a veteran performer.
Yeah. Superstar.
He's a seasoned.
Superstar. Two for me. Superstar. You have to look at Superstar very, very seriously. She's working with Mr. X, and that's a deadly combination. Mr. X know musical composition. He know what the judges want, and Superstar has a voice, and she has performance, and she won several times in Carriacou, so she obviously know how to perform, right? So don't take your eyes off a Superstar. Also, Big J. You see Big J? Don't take your eye off a Big J. Big J have two well put together songs.
No, I agree.
Songs. Powerful songs. And my third, Prince.
I agree.
Prince.
I agree. Prince. The competition is so you see, that would have been the beauty had Scholar not been there. The competition would have been wide open. Like
well, nobody said that Scholar would win. Scholar is not a foregone conclusion that he would win.
I am a Calypsonian that has competed against Scholar.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
that's all. Scholar is a Google tree. Scholar is a Google tree. He had to climb.
That's all I'm gonna say on that. I have competed against Scholar. Scholar is terrifying on the night of competition.
Wow.
And that's putting it nicely. Terrifying.
Wow. Well,
while we're getting ruffled backstage and people running off and had to go and vomit and thing before they hit the stage. No, I'm telling you.
Really?
No, I'm telling you, man. Scholar.
Wow.
Scholar is a different kind of fella on a competition night.
Yeah, he's a Google tree. Scholar is a Google tree.
Yeah,
he difficult.
So,
he had.
I mean, I commend everyone who's braved whatever, because it takes a lot to be in these competitions.
Yeah.
I mean, you have fellas like Muscles that go home every year.
Oh, man.
Every year. For donkey years, every year they're taking 6 weeks off work. Hercules was one of them. Yeah. I feel it's only now Chanel banned Hercules from leaving Europe for 6 weeks and going down in Grenada.
Oh,
because
man.
they chipping this.
Yeah, Whistler. There was a mess up. There was a mess up in the band where the brass guy, kind of hit a different note a bit, but it wasn't Whistler's fault. But obviously, well, I don't know if that was the reason why, but Whistler was adamant when he spoke to me that he believed that might be the thing that goes against him in competition because of that brass line that went wrong. So I don't know if that's what it is, but Whistler is another one that was really expecting to change the narrative of the diaspora, folks coming down and sing and every year they're not placing. You never know.
And while we're on that, not just the diaspora, I have a message for the judges. It's Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique. One place.
Yeah.
We may have 3 different names for it, but it's one place. Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique is one place. And the amount of raw deal, we cannot deny that the artists from Carriacou just get raw deals. They need to stop that. On the night of competition, you're judging the person in front of you. Where they're from doesn't matter.
Right.
You're judging the material they bring forth. Because, for example, Golden in Carriacou. Golden is an amazing performer.
Yeah.
He's won what? 6 Groovy Monarchs in Carriacou?
And that's the first finals he made in Grenada.
And you have to come. No, it's not the first. I don't think it's the first.
He said that he's first. He told me that. Unless
first finals?
I think that what he told me. That
No,
the
I
first
don't.
finals he made.
No, I don't think so.
Well, I stand corrected, but I believe that's what he told me.
I would need to double check that. But when you have that, and I mean, it's not like you giving him a blight because he's from Carriacou. He's that good.
Nah, Golden is awesome. Golden is amazing.
He's that good. But yet still, the judges behave like they're not supposed to really judge him and take him seriously when he's on the stage. And I'm not sure why.
Yeah.
So
True.
I want the judges to take off their blinders, to focus on what's directly in front of them, and just focus on the artists. Focus on the material that's in front of you. That's the only thing you have to judge. Yeah. Forget what you know, forget what you've heard, forget what you've seen. The only thing you're judging is that 5 minutes or 7 minutes in front of you.
Yeah, true.
It's time for us to stop treating Carriacou artists like they. I mean, how do you explain still in 2023 the Monarch from Carriacou still have to go into the semifinals and vie for a place?
Yeah.
That don't make sense.
Yeah.
That should be another shoe-in. So there are 2 positions that should be secure: the Monarch from Carriacou in all categories, and the Monarch from the reigning Monarch from the homeland.
From the homeland, yeah. Well, all in all, guys, all of this, it speaks well for an amazing Spice Mass. People are coming down in droves. People are coming from every part of the world to be here in Grenada. This is kind of like the unofficial first big carnival after the COVID lockdown. Because last year, yes, it was carnival, but you could have played cricket and soccer in the stadium. Last year, you had space all over the place. You could have pitched marble, all kind of thing, right? This year is the unofficial first big carnival. And people coming from all over. JetBlue flying twice per day into Grenada. And the tension, the people, the vibe is building. The artists are coming out with great songs, great music, and everything is on point. And it only means that Grenada will, it would mean positive for Grenada, right? And I have my favorites. I'm not going to say no, but I just think that everybody in general sense did very well and continue to do well. And I wish everybody all the best. Let's close up now, guys. Janis, your final closing words.
To whoever has beef with anybody, this is not the time for it. This is time to quash that. Carnival is about fun. Carnival is about enjoyment. We have to forget violence. This is not what we want to send to the world, that we are a violent nation. We're not. We're a fun-loving nation. We are a peaceful people. We are warm and welcoming. And to the folks going down to Grenada, have a great time. To the competitors in the various shows, go out there and give it your all. What's the worst that could happen?
Yeah.
You ain't win $100,000. That's the worst that could happen. You might end up with 75. So if everybody goes out there with that mentality, then we are expected to have amazing competitions. And I must say to the guys the musicians, Basie and the guys, the Hannah, the back vocals, I noticed Alma Boyd bring a backline of male back vocals that were awesome. I am happy that we have an insurge of new talent.
Yeah.
Very new talent. And I'm happy for them. I'm real happy for Robbie Augustine. I'm a whole family. I'm a partner.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm happy for IMG. It's your first time in the arena, and Calypso is treating you well. And I hope you get to bring in more friends.
Mm-hmm.
There's this young guy I spoke to that I was supposed to personally walk into the Calypso tent. His name is Kemon Harry.
Uh-huh.
I promised that young man that I have to bring him in the Calypso tent. So we have to start bringing in young people into Calypso. We have to inject some youthfulness into Calypso.
Yeah.
You know, and I think 23 is going to be an amazing, amazing celebration.
Yeah, man. I believe so too. Closing words here for you, Hercules?
Yeah, well, I just want everybody to come to Grenada and enjoy and experience the Spice Mass, you know what I mean? That's my main thing. Come down, support. Calypso ain't dying. You know, all this talk about Kaiso dying. Calypso ain't dying. Calypso ain't going nowhere.
True.
You know, so forget about Calypso dying and culture dying. The main thing is that people just have to support the events, support the Calypso 10, support young artists. As we said, everybody that taking part. As we say, we have a influx of a lot of people. I mean, that is in the culture that trying to make it happen. And we have a lot of people behind the scenes too.
Yeah.
Like mass men, Junior and them, a lot of people, bandsmen and truck men who building truck and who trying to get pan stands and steel band and everything. A lot of people, a lot of things happening.
Yeah.
So it's not just one set of people. You know what I mean? And we also have to have that. Don't forget the artists and them in the diaspora. We Grenadians. We are Grenadians still. He can't wipe out from us. You know what I mean? And I saying because if you could have all artists coming from Jamaica to perform, England and all them places, we could come and perform too. And we born there. You know what I'm saying? So all of us in one big Kalalusu. One big pot of Kalalusu.
I would like to see is the tent, like the House of Fire Calypso tent that was judged in New York years ago, where we had the judges from Grenada came up to New York and judged those 10 there, those bands there, those Kaisonians there, so that they don't have to expense themselves to come down to Grenada, spend 3 weeks, take away from their work. Sometimes you have to tell your boss, your mother did about
your grandmother did again.
Your grandmother did again.
Like 14 times.
Yeah. You have to find people in your family that died, so you could tell your boss. So you just come down to sing a Calypso, and then at the end of the day, you're just ending up probably in the semifinals, or that's it for you. If we could have that happen again, that would be a great deal. And I want to push for that. I'm going to push harder for that as well. Where we can have New York. And it's not really expensive. It's not really taxing on the judges, because I think we could raise funds in the diaspora to fly the judges up to judge.
Yeah, well,
that cost operation. It shouldn't be.
I did I MC the Vinci Calypso 10 that continues to do that, like what House of Fire used to be doing.
Yes.
And it's still a good thing. They only had 3 judges. They only had 3 or 4 judges from St. Vincent. We used to bring up 7 and 8 and 9. You know what I mean?
That's a lot. That's too much. But yes. Let's work on that.
Yeah.
Because it pains me to see the artists having to lose so much, and they come down here at their expense and they don't get no way at all. So we'll work on that, guys.
I can tell you that we're going to have a bumper Independence Calypso competition up here this year.
Nice.
So Hercules, shop me a gun.
Well, what I feel like I am not going to be I am not going to be commentating and streaming on that one. I think I go jump in. I go throw me hat in the ring.
Well, after last night, Junior, I'm convinced I'm going back in Grenada to sing Calypso.
Yeah.
I don't know how we working it out, but I'm going back in Grenada.
We go walk it out, Janis. We go walk it out. We go make it happen. We go make it
happen.
Yeah.
That Calypso bug bite me bad last night. Tears take me in it.
I know. I ain't saying nothing yet.
Okay, let's do. All right, guys. Thank you so much. We'll keep in touch, okay?
Yeah. All right.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Good conversation,
Ladies.
guys. Thank you
All
so
right,
much.
okay.
Guys, don't forget that if you're playing Monday Night Mass, you're playing Monday Night Mass with Amazing Colors. We're inside the Mass camp, and we're urging you guys to come down and get your packages. Packages are available now. You could check us out today, tomorrow. I'm here right now. You see all the colorful packages, and there's a whole lot more other stuff. Pass some of them t-shirts there for me if you can. Let me show you guys. Just give me. You see, so there are so many different color liberation. Let me hold this up. Liberation 1. See, Liberation 2. All sorts of colors, guys. The most amazing t-shirt packages. Liberation 3. And we ain't finished yet, There are more, Liberation 4. Liberation. And that's just the t-shirt, That's just the t-shirt section, I bet you they'll give me a color again that you ain't see yet. You like pink? Liberation 5. Pile me up. Jabbing color. Give me more. Look at this one. We ain't done yet, We're stacking up still, Check out, look at this one. Lord have mercy. Who are your shots, so? Lord. Amazing colors are more short than short. Look at this one. And we ain't duplicating yet, And more to come, Look at this one. Whoa, yo. All you get barrel? Wait, and you have more. Whoa. This is my favorite, by the way. This is my favorite. This one, the orange, my favorite t-shirt. Look. Watch. And I ain't done yet, And that's just some of it. The gray. I mean, just too much colors. Just too much colors. Put it back. That is just some of it, guys. Monday Night Mass with Amazing Colors. Come play Mass with us. Unlimited drinks. And guys, if you register to play or if you purchase your package after tomorrow, you purchase 3 or more packages. We deliver it for free anywhere in St. George, right? Anywhere in St. George, you get free delivery. Just order your package, 3 or more package, and we come and deliver it to your doorstep. Knock. It's like Uber Eats. Call it Riders. I'll give it a name. But anyway, we deliver it to your home, straight to your home. Knock on your door. Your packages are here. Yes. Thank you guys for watching. Thanks for being a part of our program. Let's take a word from our sponsors.
The NLA is giving you more chances to multiply your Playway winnings by adding Multi-X to your regular Playway bets to win up to 5 times more. Imagine winning as much as $1,200 instead of $240 with a $10 Playway bet by simply adding Multi-X. Place your Playway bets from $1 to $10 or in increments on your favorite Playway symbols or numbers. Then add the Multi-X option at the same value to win 2 times, 3 times, 5 times more or free plays. With Multi-X, you must bet the same amount wagered on your regular Playway bets for your winnings to be multiplied. Grenadians, value your dreams and win your way as much as 5 times more with Multi-X added to Playway and watch your money grow. Must be 18 years or older to play. NLA, making your dreams come true.
And those of you asking about the prices for the Monday Night Mass, the packages start at $150 for the t-shirt package. But, however, if you come into the Mass camp with one of our flyers, any one of our flyers, you get $10 instantly off any package. There's a coupon in that flyer. You bring that flyer in, you get $10 off instantly on that package. Any package at Amazing Colors. And there are so many packages. Of course, the Frontline package, the Inter-Caribbean Frontline package, the most popular package. You could check that out. You get the bottom piece, you get the vest, the tank top, and it's just amazing. Everyone that play Mass with the Frontline package, they automatically entered to win an airline ticket anywhere in the Caribbean, fly in the Caribbean. All right. So Frontline package, there's a lot of incentives to play. Ticket packages are $150. Okay. Also, I gotta tell you about this because we're having a big boat ride this year. Okay, let me show you the jab in full effect. But the boat ride is the Celebrity Cruise. The Celebrity Cruise is back, ladies and gentlemen. And we want you to get your tickets for Celebrity Cruise. Come into the mass camp and pick up your tickets for Celebrity Cruise. It's Carnival Sunday. Carnival Sunday, the day cruise, it will kick off at 10 a.m. And it's going to be a really amazing cruise. Get your tickets right now. Click that link right there. Or go to celebritycruise.eventbrite.com. That's celebritycruise.eventbrite.com. All right? Okay? All right?
Spice out, call Grenada. Join us every Sunday at 7 p.m. Grenadian time for our weekly educational program on Grenada's history, heritage, and culture. Stream live on our Facebook page and YouTube channel, Island Learning Grenada.
This is Ramji, wandering the streets of St. George's, Grenada, looking for party.
Psst, hey you.
Huh? Who, me?
Yeah, you. Come here.
What?
You want to party?
Yeah.
Alright then, shut up and listen to this guy.
Anyone long me a look for you?
Grenada, get ready for the International Celebrity Cruise Grenada Carnival Edition. Sold out in New York and around the world, and it's back in Grenada, and this year it's so large, so grand, so magnificent. Get ready for the International Celebrity Day Cruise featuring Brother B.
But wait, that's not all. There's more. Also featuring and performing live, Dave.
Get ready for the International Celebrity Day Cruise and featuring direct from Trinidad,
Iowa, George.
Time to celebrate.
Plus many more surprises and international guests to be announced.
the largest celebrity cruise ever.
It's the Riders Promotion and Amazing Colors Celebrity Cruise, the sexy edition. Sunday, August 13th, boarding time 10 a.m. sharp aboard the Embassy.
It's the Celebrity Cruise Grenada Carnival Edition.
Now remember, that's Sunday, August 13th, boarding at 10 a.m. sharp. Tickets available right now at the Amazing Colors Mass Camp or call 473-415-6174. or at celebritycruise.eventbrite.com. Get your tickets now. This one comes to your compliments, Ride Along Live and Clarkscourt Run.
The Celebrity Cruise, the ultimate out-of-body experience.
Move, read, mud, bud. It goes like I play no wicked job, I play no wicked job, I play no wicked job. They go off to say I'm mad. I play no wicked job, I play no wicked job, I play no wicked job. They go off to say I'm all your pump, all your jump, all your wave, all your.
It's the 4th edition of Hubbard's Live Free for 1 year promotion. Cuatro Punto Cero. It's unbelievably amazing. You can win free fuel, free drinks, cash prizes, free property and vehicular insurance, free cable, TV and internet, free electricity, free coke, free water, free cooking gas, free paint supplies, free passes to Sunshine Promotion events for 2023, free groceries, all for 1 whole year. And every winner receives a lunch package. Be sure to fill out the entry forms and enter it into the marked entry boxes at all Hubbard's departments and at participating outlets. Promotion runs from April 1st to September 30th, 2023. Draws will be held every 2 weeks. Terms and conditions apply.